Well, okay, so you know, we see.
We're-
And it's that.
Yeah, we're at 28 years. So
What do you think?
Yeah.
I think you could take that on.
there's more of a story. We went to college the first year and then,
All right, let's talk
Oh,
about
no.
what's on tonight, see what we have to do to get you out there.
So you already read on.
so I never.
Okay.
And we wrote
You
for like 2 years to each other. So when we got home, vision, it's like,
Oh, hon,
it's better calling the phone like without that.
calling too high.
It's 6:05, calling the back meeting to order. Today is.
I don't know,
Today is
14th,
August
16th.
16th. No, September 16th, sorry. So first order of business is the approval of minutes. Anybody that?
We need a motion to approve the minutes. Claire or Becca. I motion to approve minutes.
You got a second? I will second. All in favor of approving the minutes for August?
Have you read them? So you don't have to have been here. And same with you, Jesus, you wouldn't have to have been here, but you can read the minutes, and if you read the minutes and agree with them, you can vote. You wouldn't have to have been here. But if you haven't read them because you're brand new, and same with you, Cassie, because you're brand new, just say abstain. And
Then don't we need a quorum?
we gotta have a quorum.
Yes.
Jesus, you gotta vote for
If you look over this is the my last.
them. We don't know. We don't know, she's so consistent. And you choose her. Is Cassidy a voting member? So we've gotta have Jesus. You know,
It was a pretty short meeting.
I'm very sure. Well, they're reading that. Don't I have a little budget? Okay. Is someone coming on the owl?
No, we're just live streaming it.
Oh. Is that new?
We've been doing it for a few months now.
And we use the owl to do it?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we Zoom it, go through Zoom, and then live stream it using the city's Facebook page, so or not Facebook page, YouTube account. Yes. Uh-huh. Yes.
Yes, we're all excited. This is,
Autonomous.
huh?
We're working towards an autonomous system here,
What does that mean?
meaning we don't have to have people in the back. We're
Really?
paying
Uh-huh.
Oh, there's people in the back,
with the,
Yeah.
during council meetings.
It's real visual.
but not,
I don't know what the term, the water.
but for all the commissions too.
No, just the council meetings.
Oh,
So wait, just council and who else?
And
Oh,
planning commission, parks and traffic safety.
so we're not, this isn't,
It is right
It's just
now.
live stream, it's just not professionals in the back doing the audio video on the channel, but we're live streaming it on YouTube right now.
oh, okay,
Okay,
all right.
you good, Jesus?
So, all right, so all in favor of approving the minutes for August? Aye. Opposed? All right. Before I do the appearance of interested persons, I wanted to acknowledge our two new members here.
Great.
So, we got Cassidy Kerner. And Lori, apparently you know her. Does everybody else know her? I don't. Can you introduce yourself and how did you come to be on the Keizer Public Art?
Well, she begged me.
So my name is Cassie, and I was doing helping out as a big toy with pre-painting it, and then met Lori over here, and he was like, hey, I like what you do, and do this, and I was like, okay, and then now I'm here.
Excellent. Well, I'm so happy you're.
And she just literally ran in from cross country.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you're a senior at McNary. And she's also, so just to catch you up, she did not get the memo that we were doing the second paint party, so we all wondered where her and Rachel were. Rachel Wood was the other student artist that was very talented and helped us. So we have one thing left to, uh, refurbish, and that is the rock climbing wall. And so I was just talking with Cassidy, and she thinks that if we can figure that out, Adam, how to get her, I mean, we wouldn't have to close it just to have the two girls work on that
Yeah,
one feature, but if Cassidy could figure out a day that she and Rachel could do it, can we have them do it?
yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking on Saturday. I was like, we should get those. Young ladies from there to do it.
So do we have to have supervision or anything, because are you 18?
No,
Like 2 months away as of.
the risk is pretty low.
Well, it's on ladder,
Unless you ingest a thing.
it's
don't-
on ladder,
Even the boulders, I don't think they're that tall.
it's the rock climbing
I
wall,
know, yeah.
the rock climbing
It's
wall,
probably double my height.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably 12 feet,
Well, I'll ask our risk manager.
there you go,
I mean, would it be okay if we had one adult?
that's what I'm
supervising
thinking,
it?
that's what I'm thinking,
I mean, one of us could go down there.
that's what I'm thinking, you're reading
If
my
we
mind.
have to have.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I guess where we go from here, Cassidy, is if you would get Rachel and find a day when the two of you could give it, I mean. It's gonna be 4 hours, don't you think, Adam?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so, honey. And so if you could find that date, then we'll get one of us to come down there and do it. And I can paint wide open spaces. And so can Claire.
Yeah.
Okay.
We schedule it on a Monday or Tuesday, I'm not planning to make it.
See, okay, so Lily's in your hands, so you get, it'll probably be. Okay. Okay, so you can figure out when that is, and then.
See who's available.
Yeah.
that day.
I'm gonna give you my phone number. Okay, and then you can call me and we'll make it happen. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay,
And then, and also we have, it's.
Escobar.
Escobar. Welcome, and that was.
I'm an artist from Salem, I lived in Keizer for about 2 years, about a year ago. And it's been pretty involving for me with art, trying to help out the music. Yeah, I'm doing exhibits in town. The show about the Keizer Art Association, also down in Salem.
And you do something in Portland too.
Yeah, I have someone important.
Do you teach classes at all, the guys are either?
I haven't passed, yeah.
Did you do the paint course?
I did.
Yeah.
The kids.
Yeah.
And one of the spring breaks.
Gosh, I'm so sorry. Holy cow.
Well, welcome to the.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you can still be on this committee and just one minute, and turn art in for the utility wraps.
Okay.
You should do one of those, Jesus.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, that would be great. Okay.
And so obviously, appearance of interested persons that even here today, he used to always have this one person.
It was always Katie's mom.
Oh, is that, oh, okay, I didn't know that. After meeting.
Yep.
So now, item 4 is the gallery display schedule. So for this year, we have October, November is the Native American Indian display, and now it says no artist submissions were received, but is that?
No,
So,
that was at the time we published the packet.
so the person that I had contacted was connected with multiple tribes and was going to submit, and then he had a issue with a hospital thing, and this is still in February, so I reached out to more community members and got in touch with Rowan Sixkiller, and they submitted one piece. I don't know if they realized that they could submit more, so I had reached out to them and asked, I was like, hey, just so you know, like, you could submit like 30+ pieces, there's still a lot of space. So this is the one they've submitted so far, it's just because they just sent this to me yesterday. So that's why I said I took on as soon as I had it, and I'm just kind of waiting to see, so.
I love this.
Yeah, if, I figure if they submit more before the deadline, maybe we could just send
Well-
an email and go from there.
Is the deadline pretty much this meeting though?
It is unless you wanna have another, short meeting just to approve the art, but I did create a proposed motion for Becca. I figured that she don't wanna read it since it's her,
Yeah, so,
always.
yeah, move to accept Rowan Six Killer as our featured artist for October, November, based on similar art to the one picture submitted. If any of the commissioners are uncomfortable with any pieces, they would be removed and discussed at upcoming.
So we think this is a workaround that we can do.
Yes, cause we did that with Deborah.
Oh. Great. So, so is that your motion?
Yeah,
Was certainly one second.
I second that motion.
Is there any discussion? So Becca made a motion with, I'll have to read it again.
move to accept Rowan Six Killer for our featured artist for October, November, based on similar art to the one picture submitted. And if any of the commissioners are uncomfortable with any pieces, they'd be removed and discussed at an upcoming meeting.
How many pieces does he have?
So right now, they've only submitted the one. I don't think they realized that they could do more than one, so I already sent them an email. I'm just waiting to hear back. They literally sent me this yesterday. I submitted it to them immediately.
Good,
And then
that's great.
what you also missed was I had an artist that was connected to multiple tribes that was going to submit.
Uh-huh.
They wanted to come here as that meeting, but they had an issue where they had to go to the hospital and they're still in recovery, so. It's the window, but I was able to reach out to Rowan and got
Okay,
this.
but did they miss the window? We've got,
Well, I thought we had.
Yeah, because they're still in recovery, like,
Oh.
they're not able to,
they're not able to read.
right,
Okay, and so, yeah. You know what we really should do is measure those galleries, so when folks, we can say, this is what we're filling. But we can do one or the other, and even if he only has 2 or 3, we'll put it on the small walls that are called, there's student art and there's emerging. So even if he only has 2 or 3 pieces, we'll put it on the emerging walls art and we could use the murals.
that's kind of what I was thinking too, so, that's like, so the motion is that. We could accept more of Rowan's art,
Mhm.
so as long as, we could get more pictures of it, but I let them know, like, you could submit a lot more than one, we have room for 30 plus. Right?
Oh,
So,
easy.
so I'm just waiting to hear back from them.
Well, these are nice and big, 30 by 40. And this one's great.
Yeah,
I love this.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited about this.
yeah, and they are.
So
too.
go, Rowan, go.
Yeah, they said that they could be ready to bring it as early as next week, they just didn't know when, but they read through all the parameters and everything else like that, but. They're a tattoo artist among other things, and so,
Did they say how many pieces they
no, they're like, this fits the guidelines, and so I was like, okay, you can do more than one.
So we might have one, or we might have one.
Yeah.
But at the very least, we'll put him on emerging artists. So we'll at least have a Native American artist exhibited. So I like it. Great.
So did we have a second?
I second.
So all in favor?
I,
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Excellent, okay.
and Dawn, I will put you in contact with Rowan.
I actually emailed Rowan asking if there was any way that they could submit several more pictures to me by 5 p.m. tonight for the meeting.
Oh.
So hopefully they get it and will respond.
Okay, so if you're already in contact with.
So if you do, will you send it out to us?
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Perfect. Cool.
So next is the 25-26 year of December, January, we have Sandy and Larry Gross. Confirmed. and-
Wait, when's the Native American? October,
That's
November?
October, November.
Oh, I was thinking it was November, December. Okay.
Yes, that's why
understood.
today, this meeting was it.
Got it. Now I understand.
Okay. So December, January, we don't have any art to approve.
Not yet.
So that's another thing, I mean, we approve this, I mean. Are you saying that all artists can send in just a representation? And,
That's the fight with Tammy.
Yeah.
Adam.
but how are we getting away with it? This could be,
Oh, who knows if we are?
Hmm.
She did this because there was immediacy
right,
with getting it approved.
okay.
So we'll probably be on that.
And then February, March is Joel Nicole, April, May, Dawn, Eli, and is that who I just met at the, was he the one that was teaching in class over there this week?
Yes,
I met.
he's an oil artist and we didn't hear this. He's the artist that is redoing the the logo thing that goes on the fire truck at the Big Toy. He's volunteered his time to do that. I've just delivered what their concept was and everything. So that's terrific. I'm super happy. That's great. I hope he's got a lot and his stuff's beautiful and big. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I seen that, yeah. And then June, July is Gary. How do you pronounce
Pascalis,
Pascalis.
who we purchased the fruit from.
That's right.
He is the fruit artist. So the fruit that we have right there when you walk in the, it's right there. It looks,
So it looks like we don't have anybody for. August, September. We're still open for August, September next year.
I reached out to a photographer to
wait,
have them submit.
August, September, October, November.
Well, October, November is generally the
Okay,
Mid-American,
Yeah, but we don't have a plan yet. Okay.
right?
Okay,
So we definitely need August, September though, and I mean.
and you can help us with that.
I'm just thinking, we've got an artist down here at the end that, you know. And also, we have an artist sitting here that I think we need to talk a little bit more about our emerging artist area.
And student art.
And student art, so.
If you have pieces, those, I'll show you those. When we're done with the meeting, I'll walk you down there and show you the two art. They're small walls, but you could get 3, well, depending on size. If you had 8x10s, you could have 5. But if they're of any size, you could get at least 3 on there. And those would stay for a while. And we get, you know, in a year's time, we probably get 100,000 people to this building, would you say?
Yep.
That's quite a large audience, Jesus,
Yeah.
to see your art. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
So, and do you have a pretty large body of,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, I think you should submit for August, September of next year.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I go online.
will you help Jesus, will you guide Jesus to? Cool. We got new artists.
I wanted to ask that too, so, I did finally piece the thing together for reaching out to the thing was supposed to be months ago. With creating a template for, a way to let people know that this is an option to submit art, and I spoke to Claire today, she's gonna help me with Canva, but I have all the info, it's all put together. And then I'm gonna pass it on to her.
She is a Canada girl.
So that we can have that to submit, or the idea is to have a trifold for sure. So I went through everything Dawn sent me
Oh, yeah, I saw it on here.
and found, well, I haven't submitted any of it yet, but. Everything that Dawn had emailed me previously, it's like, so all the info's there, just for clarity, I thought a trifold brochure would be best, that we can have here, and other spots we can have it at the library, the historic center, whatever.
The rec, the Grange, the
Yeah.
chamber.
Radness, you know, but just so anywhere where people are doing art, you know, but that would be a good way to get the word out with like a QR code that takes you to the application online. So, but it took some time to do that, and I'm gonna send it to Claire so she can put it together in the trifold.
Okay, I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling like we got the right people on this committee and we're rolling. Are you feeling good about it? Good. Okay,
Let's see. So next up, it's on here every month, and I'm not sure if we have any grant efforts going on, but are there any grant efforts?
no.
Okay.
But
So what are the grant efforts supposed to be?
Well, usually, you know, in the
Right.
past where we've had projects like the, I think like the story polls, didn't we look for grants?
we did get grants.
Yeah.
Well, we got Oregon Community Foundation, I wanna say donated $10,000. Each one of those story polls was around $25,000. And Oregon Community Foundation, Keizer Community Foundation gave some money. And
Rotary
it,
too, didn't we?
I'm sorry,
Rotary didn't take it.
I think we did. So all of those places are willing to give money, and what you're looking for is a grant that has an art, not necessarily an art emphasis, but will allow for art projects. to be considered. And then, and they have to, the other thing that makes it more difficult, which is why there hasn't been a lot of grant movement, is when you're a municipality that is looking for a grant, a lot of these organizations will not allow municipalities to apply for grants. So you have to thread the needle to try to get this money, but I mean, with AI now, we could probably say, who are the grantors who have open grants in 2026 that would include municipalities?
And do most of them look for groups that are working on bigger projects? Cause like right now, we don't have.
Yeah, we don't.
big
No.
Projects.
No, not necessarily. I mean, there's been an emphasis on underrepresented populations. So that's something we can embrace. And there's an emphasis on cultural identity. So what is the cultural identity of this place? Or, you know, like we get grants all the time at the museum because we're talking about Keizer heritage. So there's a lot of heritage grants. So if we had an art project that was also had a heritage emphasis to it, the story poles fit right into that. And so that's why you see all the ag going up the story poles, and it talked about, you know, this land was first farmed by Native American people and the Calapooia calendar and what happened in those 4 seasons. So any of those types of things, you get them for. But that's why, and have you written grants before, Claire?
No.
Have you, Jesus? Yeah, have you? So maybe that's something you can help with, Becca. If we can find it, maybe you can write it. Maybe Chad can help you. Oh, that's what I've named my AI.
I made mine Ari. So you know, it just depends on what I have capacity.
And
for,
how much
'cause I'm-
time.
Cause I'm still writing grants for Radness and Sue's, so,
Right.
And
we don't wanna take away from your paying business.
Radness and Sue's pays me nothing. So, but yeah, so it's, Beckham makes buttons pays Radness and Sue's quite a bit of money to stay open, so the more grants we get in, the less money I have to contribute from the business to it, so.
So while you're going through looking for grants, if
Yeah.
there's something, and also, I write grants for the Art Association, but also for the museum. And they're mutually exclusive, so I can turn in grants to the same organization for both organizations,
A lot of times.
and they don't compete against.
A lot of times we'll have like $100,000.
Bingo.
And it'll be like 1,500 per whatever.
That's right.
Per, so those are really nice because then it's open for a lot more options and a lot more funding, so.
So keep your eyes open for that, and if there's something we could end up doing and you're going to apply for yours, and there's gonna be more money there than what you need, yes.
Absolutely, yeah.
Great.
More money than what you. Just that.
Well, I mean, that they're willing to,
Yeah.
to one person.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just trying to keep the doors open as fast, so.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, next, review of Arts Commission budget.
But
Yeah, where is it?
I got it. Page 29. It's after all the Toronto Indian School art.
What?
It's on the page right after the Chamorro Indian School art.
There we go. That's pretty good.
Oh. That little receipt looking like thing?
Yeah, 5,925.
We've only spent $75 since June. Wow.
Yes, but we'll spend it.
Yeah, we,
Okay. Don't get excited.
no,
Okay. Okay, good.
excellent. Okay.
Any questions?
Any questions on that 75?
I motion.
What was the $75 for?
Pronto sign placards for
Yes,
three
thank
pretty
you.
side pieces.
Oh, okay, the little tags that are under.
Wait a
Okay,
minute, so we bought those, the art pieces, why aren't they in there?
last year's budget.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. That's what-
It ends in June 30th, and then we get fresh money July 1.
We'll have to wait till the.
That's why we can pay for 3 new we can only do 3 a year, we can only afford to do 3 utility box wraps a year. That's all the budget we have, unless people, I do have a couple of people who are willing to donate that are in the works for it.
What is the cost, so if someone wants to do that, do they have to pay something too?
It's about $1,000, and
Okay.
yes, so, well, Well, it depends. So if we're asking for art, we're gonna pay that artist $200 for their trouble to get it together, submit to us. And then their name and everything goes on that piece of artwork, so anyone who's driving by knows that that's belongs to Jesus or Claire. And then the wrap itself is approximately, I wanna say $675.
Yeah, it comes to about $1,000 by the
It's
time.
about
it's
$1,000 a pop.
printed and it's done.
And they last 5 to 10 years.
Okay.
So I mean, it's a pretty good, you know, it's the same kind of wraps that they use for car wraps. It's that same kind of wrap. They've got that down.
Okay.
So, and, so the Elks want to do one.
Oh, nice.
And I don't know if they're going to take care of their own art. If people submit art that isn't from an artist, they have to also submit that they have rights to that art. So we have to ensure that we're not stealing some other artist's art without their permission. And I know, the Greater Gupton neighborhood wants to do one. And so they want to do the one that's closest to their neighbor. So there's some opportunities for us to get more done. And they've asked to reserve them, and they have been reserved. And, we could get folks to pay for them, we can get more, we can do more. We can physically do the labor for more than 3, we don't have the money for more than. That's what we put in our budget.
Yeah, I was just curious, cause
Unless that we found Brandon.
Unless we've got that.
someone offered to sponsor one for Rodney's and Suits if we had an artist.
Go,
So that's
girl,
why I
go.
wasn't sure how much their portion would be if they're sponsoring, so it'd be about $1,000.
About 1,000, I mean, it may be a little bit less, but I think it's fair to tell them it's $1,000. If you wanna pay your artist a couple $100, and I would hope you would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. So, okay. Yeah, I was just clarification, so.
So other business, the review of the Keizer Arts Commission Master Plan for possible updates to be made at the same time the new street art program would be incorporated into the master plan. So I know we were tasked with looking through our master plan.
So because we have new people. And the master plan. Is not. I mean, it shows what we have going, we've got short term, I mean, this is not gonna be a substantial review, but I think we should give. Jesus and Cassidy and Claire, well, all of you, you're all new. So I think you should read it and know what's in the master plan, make notes of other things that you think should be in the master plan.
This is the whole plan.
That's the whole plan, it's tiny. And so we're going to go to city council and ask them to approve the addition of the street art. And that's gonna be added, so is there anything else? Is there anything in here that needs to be changed? Is there anything that needs to be added? That would be the time to do it, and it would be worth your time to take the time to review it and make those changes all at once,
And when are we going to council with this?
when we want to.
Oh, okay.
There's no hurry, but we can't do street art until we get until it's in the master plan. And until the council approves it, but I'm telling you, the bad weather's coming, so we've got a few months. And then to be prepared to do street art next summer.
Yeah. I was like,
And,
really trying to do street art this year, and like,
and what do they want with the current state of art? What do you want us to do with this? Just say,
That's just showing, that's
Showing
showing.
what we have.
What we have.
That's right, we want you to be aware of what is in our town so
oh,
far.
I know.
Well,
I drive past it a million times a day.
so do I, let's keep doing it, let's keep adding to it.
So are a lot of these, were a lot of these donated and we can purchase them, or they were purchased?
Well, the
Because it
first one,
says-
praise is on loan. And so the artist receives, I wanna say $200 a year.
I can't remember exactly. I'm
Now,
not sure.
I think it's $200 a year that they get an original. I wanna say $1,000, and then as long as we keep it, it's $200 a year. And here's the benefit. Anybody know how many people are driving down River Road on a daily basis?
A ton,
a ton.
more and more.
And they have this, they can sell this, they can sell these sculptures.
Oh,
And they've replaced it with another sculpture. It gives them a place to have their art shown and potentially sold. It enhances our city by having art on display that is free. It's free art for all.
I
And
didn't
so
know
it's
that
a
you could
win-win.
buy them.
Yes.
But
The dragon that was in front of Abby's, I see that you have it in here, but the Guardian was sold.
I didn't know.
And that's been
Is that gone?
replaced. It's gone. It's been replaced. He put a different one there, but it is not the dragon.
so like Cold Wet Eagle, that's been
That's
purchased, that's the city and the, or. The property
Well,
owner.
hold on. So Blind Date, that is the same situation. That is on loan. And Cold Wet Eagle, everybody loved that. It was during COVID.
Yeah.
They felt it was very representative of strength going through COVID. So we bought that with ARPA money. It was like 10 grand. We bought it with ARPA money. So we own
So
that.
that we only did half and they did the other half, the property owner didn't pay for half.
You did. That's right. That's right, Ken. Good job.
So that one's not on loan, that one's bought.
That is ours, we own that. Iron Glory is, we did not pay, that's Rick Smith, and that's Smith and Steel. He donated that to the city on long-term loan. He did not want to give it up entirely, but it's on long-term loan, and that's the one that's in front of the dental office. He also gave us Entwine, which is the one just below it. He did not charge us anything for this, nor does he get the $200. He's just displaying.
That one's not there anymore.
Entwine?
Yeah,
It's moved.
that one
Entwine?
in front of Copper Creek, that one
Yes.
changed.
It was Old Glory,
It used to be
Oh.
that-
and now Entwine
Okay.
is there. Yeah, that's the change. And then the Startling Precious Memories, Boucher Jewelers had that piece of art made up. And they wanted to put it in front of their business, Boucher's business. And the city council at that time determined that would be akin to
Sign it.
advertising.
Mhm.
And so they said, fine, we'll donate it to the city. And so we own that.
And we own Sasquatch.
We own that. Long-term. And, of course, we paid for on the stuff Keizer, I wanna say 125,000, and that was all fundraised. And then we paid for it. Twilight Relic is on loan, so that's on the $200. Same with Twilight Reverence, same with Summer Breeze. Those three are on loan and they receive a stipend.
And so just to let everybody know, who pays the stipend?
That was my next question.
So it's
Is this that coming?
It's-
Keizer,
Originally, it was Keizer Community Foundation.
Right.
And then the mayor, Kathy Clark, wanted to change it to transient occupancy funding.
so
So the top funds go right now.
So it's part of tourism.
It is, that's what she felt. Mhm.
That actually makes sense.
yeah,
Okay,
it was
Okay.
like, it's kind of nice when we had it.
well, it's paid for.
No, I know.
Okay. So then the story polls, each story poll was around $25,000 each. Those were grant funded entirely. There's no city or tax money.
2,500 or 25,000?
Oh, 25,000.
And
Did I?
I was like, I thought you said 25,000 earlier.
Yeah, no, 25,000.
Well, this,
And those are the ones every year, and all of these wooden sculptures, so Sasquatch and these two. Have to be resealed on an annual basis, because it rains a lot in North.
And that's in the master plan.
Yeah, care for that.
And then,
What about these, murals? Does somebody go touch those up every once in a
Well,
while?
I'm so glad you asked. So, we've been actually super lucky with the murals. They have not been damaged except for one time. They got tagged, the big toy mural got tagged, and the paint was touched up. Was it?
yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately, that was on that broken. Brick
Cement block.
cement block.
It's a butter of paint on it. At any rate, that was a high school student
Yes.
That was
It was
Isabella
our-
Bianchi,
Yeah, she was our student liaison.
and she painted that. Isn't that fun? And then the Iris Parade, I just happened to be out there yesterday. Because it looks spectacular, and 2016, I guessed it was 10 years, it's 9 years, it's in great shape, and here's why. Randy Miller and Ron Christopher go out there every 5 years. And put the graffiti paint on it,
Oh, good.
yeah, and they did the same thing at the Big Toy. So those 3 murals are done by 2 community members every 5 years. Don calls and said it's time, and the city buys the, what's it called? It's a paint,
Anti-graffiti paint.
So it's like a third gloss that goes over.
it's not even really glossy, it's kind of
But
semi
it's
glossy.
like it's like
Yeah.
a clear thing,
I'm
essentially.
convinced that's why those dang murals look so good, because they continue, it's like. It's like putting a preservative on it every 5 years, and they last 5 years. And here's news, the Iris Parade, that was a community project, and maybe, if you can see, it looks like a little yellow line on the bottom. Okay, those are irises, the stems of those irises are our community children's hands. Those are handprints. The community was invited out to say, if you want your kid to be memorialized on this community mural, then bring them on out. So you've got these darling little hands, and then the artists drew the irises in. So,
cute.
Keizer Chamber, photographer by the name of Marcus Bird. He's very famous now, goes out all over through the United States doing, business pictures for resorts. I've asked him if he will take a picture of that. It's a perfect place to have a mural that is a parade, because it's narrow and long, but it is very problematic trying to get that into a photograph. So his strategy is to make it into a triptych. And then, we tried that. So we're gonna make it into a triptych, or he's gonna make it into 5 sections, so we can get closer, and then we'll display it, like a snake.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So that's happening now. In fact, he's supposed to take pictures this morning. So that'll be fun. So when that happens, then.
That was good. I
What
was
was the
reading
question?
something, yes, what were you, I missed that very last thing.
He's taking a picture of it this morning. And then the picture will be done by a professional photographer who has experience doing business photography rather than people photography. We think the results could be better. We did have Ron Cooper from the Statesman Journal take a picture. But they weren't great. They weren't great. So we'll see, here's hoping. But we want that, and we want to make sure that we capture that for historic purpose. The other one, which is the Valley Treasures mural, that was fundraised, that was a Keizer Art Association project. And the same thing happens, it gets the graffiti treatment every 5 years.
And that was the very first one.
That was the very first one. And that artist is Colleen Cronister. She is, she's a nationwide artist. She's a very spectacular artist.
So it looks like,
So does that answer all your questions, Claire?
Yes.
It's good to have that little background on all that art.
Yeah.
so I see here like in future art projects, it looks like this could be like cleaned up a little bit because it's, the. Rosalie's cow, which is done.
We don't have a picture of that one.
Yeah,
I've got good pictures of that. I'll send you some.
secure funding for purchase of full web beetle, that's done. That needs to be somewhere else or just.
Well, isn't that nice that you've accomplished these things in your
Right.
master plan?
Then 5 murals for Insta art, I guess we. Put that on. So,
No,
yeah, the mosaic, that project's
What
done.
is Insta art?
Like,
Hey, we don't have a picture, we
Sounded,
don't have a picture of the,
or the sound.
Mosaic either.
Picture with them, it's like it's guys around this part, so they used to Instagram kind of a.
to promote the city, but also promote art. I mean, that is a great, we can make those as small as we want or as large as we want. So if we identify, I don't know, maybe Radisson Sue's building, I don't know. But any of these businesses, I think would be really open to having some of that art potentially put on their building, just to draw attention to their
I
business.
wanna do a mural on the city's building, Paul's open for it too, but like the.
Is he the owner?
Yeah, up Uptown Music.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, oh, we wanted to do something to get the students involved, it's a very big task.
Oh.
So, but, we wanted to do kind of like a dinosaur musical theme meets musical theme and.
Do you have the design yet? So how we did it, just to give you an idea, if you're thinking of a community mural, how we did the. Don Legal, who owned the bowling alley, said he would like to have a mural on that wall. And so Keizer Art Association kicked around multiple ideas and settled on, we should memorialize the parade.
Actually, that's Keizer Pub.
No, it was Keizer Art. It was it was Kate Pack that set
Yes.
on the theme.
Yeah.
And then turned it over to Keizer Art.
Yeah, because I remember saying, gee, that would make a good parade.
Okay, so that happened, and then, either like former mayors in there, we're all in there.
Oh yeah, my bestest grandma's on one of the horses.
Yeah, see, it's just great.
Yeah.
So, what they did was they professional artists did the drawing. This is what we're gonna do. Then they like had a stencil, I don't know what the other word is, and they stenciled it up there. And then they had work groups for, I think it was 3 weeks. I wanna say it was 3 weeks, because in August it was hotter than heck. But it was a shady side of the building. And everybody that had artistic ability did the artistic, not unlike what we did at the Big Toy. The artists did the artwork, and those of us who were not artists, we filled in big spaces.
Right number of girls.
Yes,
You know,
Yeah,
other than that.
well, that's how they did it.
I tried reaching out to the artist that did the cafe in West Salem, because he does paint by number of murals all over the
Oh,
world.
yes,
And I can't get a response back, like I've emailed and called and left messages and nothing, so, because I've had multiple people on the reach out.
but he does do.
He
all
did it
over
with
the
paint by
world, so,
number, yeah,
Did
so,
we go to something presentation?
Yeah,
but it
it
just,
was the first Tuesday presentation at Kaiser Art.
yeah, I never received like an email or a phone call back or nothing.
So anyway, that's the process if you're gonna have a community paint.
Yeah.
And so, and that's great, and I think that this community is really open to that.
I think it'd be super fun, I mean, also to all about dinosaurs, but I mean, they're nice.
What?
Dinosaurs are great.
Well, there you go. Okay, so. So yes. Why don't you all read through,
Guidelines for future projects, sure. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
so why don't you do that, and then next month bring back, just write on there and what you wanna change it. So that you can decide if you wanna move that forward to the city council, we're taking the city council in November. And get the street art and any other changes you want, and now's the time, I mean, if you're thinking, you know, like if, does it say more murals in there?
It does, it says, 5 murals or 4 Insta arts,
Or 5 murals, 4 Insta arts,
or Insta arts.
Oh, okay.
So,
so that's still out there, so we can, but you know what, you just chip away, so as we accomplish some of these, so now we can put some others up.
yeah. We've talked about sidewalk chalk art contests, and that's something that's never come to fruition.
Is it in there?
It's in there.
Did do one, didn't they, for the 40th anniversary?
Yep.
Yeah, that was
We
kind
did.
of just a little,
It was, but we 100% in there.
yeah,
Thank you, Adam, for bringing that up.
Wasn't it
it really was the
Kim's
Kaiser.
standard, but
But like I said, but you know, look at all the things, Kim, that you said, oh, we've done this, we've done this, we've done this. So now that those are off the list, now choose something else. And maybe that's something you want to consider, like what's your priorities? Is your priorities gonna be choosing another mural? If so, do it. Where are you gonna put it? What's it gonna be? and let's move forward.
We also have on here wind art. And I don't even
Yeah,
remember.
it was wind art.
I think that you had seen something, Lori, where there were fish
Is
that.
that what they call it, wind art? Okay,
And
so,
then-
yes. Because remember, we have River Road and the reason, the first of the serpentining sidewalks started to give us that river feel. You see, there's a lot of grasses along River Road to give you that movement. So I saw these fish in Bend on one of their roundabouts. And when the wind moves, the fish move. So the fish looked like this, and there was maybe at least a dozen of those. Wouldn't that be great along River Road?
I don't know if you can,
Well, the thought of it,
vandalism seems like that.
that's an issue.
In a roundabout, I can see it because there's not people knowing about and it's.
Well, what we thought is, the original thought of that was, wonder if we said, gosh, one of these fish costs $500. You want to have a fish in front of your building? Because it's gonna bring added attention to you if you're one of the, because people will come to see these fish, right? And so we thought that businesses might be interested in purchasing a fish, be in front of their building, and then we would have, the artists put together, they're metal fish, and there's lots of open space and intricacy. So they're not, you can't tag it, someone's gonna see it, anything's gonna happen. they're gonna get
Obviously,
soaked.
damage on her, yes.
Yeah. Well, they're cool, so.
Yeah.
So,
Yes,
but that's something to think about, or think about any, we had talked before about different sculptures on River Road that had movement. Wonder if we had, you've seen those yard art where there's a flower and it spins. Wonder if we had an iris that did that and it would spin around. I think those are some great ideas, and we have some areas identified that could take sculpture, and we're not living with this sculpture. We can move this sculpture around. We can swap it out. We could do a call for artists for sculpture on River Road. We have not done that in a very long time.
it looks.
I don't think we've done that since before COVID.
And it looked like here, it looks like we have one additional sculpture on pad. So are they saying, is that saying we have one more space for a
I think we
sculpture?
have more than that.
Maybe we just have one pad. Do we still have a pad somewhere?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
So we would so this is the future art projects, this is some of the stuff that we need to apply for grants for to help with funding, right?
Right.
Okay.
I think a really good idea would be to go through your master plan, see if everything that's in there is still relevant, see what you want to add to it. And then I think at your next meeting, you should spend some time saying, what's our priority? What do we want to look at next? Every time this committee puts their mind to something, when we put our minds to putting a cow sculpture in the roundabout, it happened. We had a call for artists, we didn't expect it to be the whimsical cows that we got. We really thought it was gonna be like real looking cows.
They're so cute though.
They're so cute, and Halloween's coming and people dress them up. And at Christmas time, they get Christmas hats.
Oh,
it's
I
the
love
best.
mostly eyes. I mean, I
I
think
know,
it's
the
fun.
mostly eyes.
I think it's just fun.
Yeah,
And so I love it.
I know, so we didn't expect that, and then, sometimes you don't know. And then we got them, and they're great. And so, where, if you could put a sculpture somewhere, where would it be? And I think, certainly, we're willing to talk to anybody, they have to give us an easement. But we're willing to talk to any place and any location on River Road. Or Shamala, we haven't gone off River Road, we stayed on River
Well,
Road
no, you
because,
got the story poles and you've got,
that's true.
so.
That's true. Yeah, so I think it would be great to say,
Yeah,
okay, what's our next project gonna be? What do we wanna really focus our efforts on? Maybe it's gonna be street art, I don't know.
So we should go back and do something we haven't done in a really long time, like you were saying,
I'm gonna call for artists or sculpture.
something we haven't done in a long time.
Yeah, Kim, that had to be before COVID.
Or the
What?
murals.
This, call the artists to have sculptures on River Road.
Oh, I don't ever remember.
We did it fairly regularly.
Those were before I graduated, so that was 10 plus years ago.
I don't ever remember us doing a call for artists first. I mean, it seems like we're then, we have to identify another spot. And I didn't know we ever.
As you're
solicited for that.
driving down River Road. Highlight some spots that you think would work. Let's talk about that as well. Let's see how many we can identify. And then And then let's see if we can secure those spots. Let's work at it.
So-
I mean, maybe you wanna make it, maybe for this budget year, you wanna say, let's identify and see if we can get one more sculpture on River Road.
Could we maybe swap one out?
100%. I agree, Claire.
Yes. That's. Yeah,
Yes.
that would be wonderful. It's. And I don't know.
I think
how
the
we-
last new sculpture we put on River Road was Cold White Eagle.
And that wasn't something we, were looking for. I mean, he contacted us.
Do you guys have contact information for the people that did do those sculptures for us
Yes.
in the past?
Jim Johnson has passed away.
Do we
I'd
have,
sure like him to donate those sculptures to me.
do we have an artist for the mosaic tile project then?
Yes.
It's done.
It's done.
Oh, it's done.
And
Yeah.
so, in fact, he contacted me here probably a year ago. And is really interested in doing something at Keizer Rapids Park at the soccer fields. At that point, they weren't even put in or, and so I had suggested that he go to a,
Cornell.
yes. And I suggested that he go to a parks meeting and to discuss that. It's that, so,
When he first pitched to us, he pitched benches.
yeah.
He wanted to do mosaic benches. Wouldn't that be great? Have mosaic. You guys been to Palm Springs? Their benches are all painted down their main road. They're beautiful. And the artist is given recognition for having painted their benches. That's a small
So that's a
project.
project that somebody, that, he could pursue, he's, at least he was willing. And looking for a project about a year ago.
I think we were talking about the site of the new restaurant, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, concession restaurant building.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Could you, a mosaic?
yeah.
I don't
we
know
were-
anything about this, so.
Yeah, tell us more.
I think that was a topic
Was
we
it-
had about a year
With
ago
EDA,
or so, yeah, cause that's the only spot we would have out there at the soccer fields.
When does that building go in?
Well, it's supposed to be done within the next 2 months. They're kind of,
Is it that cinder block stuff?
well, I don't know that it's the textured one, I think it's a flat one,
and where is this going?
right in front of the new artificial turf fields.
Oh, so on Chimola, sort of in that.
Yeah, that's a
I think
great place
that'd be
for,
awesome to have something,
if that, that mosaic,
it could be like on the,
those are very expensive. But if that doesn't work out, that'd be a great place for a mural,
yeah,
right on Shamala.
as long as we have a flat. With lots of-
Well, it's not gonna be flat, it's gonna be those cinder blocks.
It's gonna be those broken,
And it's a butter
I
paint.
don't think it's the broken circle, it's flat, but
that'd be nice.
Better.
to
still.
have that.
It'd be better.
Keep that in mind. I'm
Is
just
there
making that
any
decision.
concrete building over there?
They're just filling in that swale.
Yep.
Just dip. Are you talking about where all that dirt is and stuff?
What, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, they're filling in that.
I just was running down there the other day and I had no idea what they're doing.
That's what they're doing. It was a huge swale, so we want it to be flat. So, it's gonna be more usable.
So I guess my suggestion would be that in the next month, everybody go through this our mission statement and our master plan. Now, it does say that it's a 2020 to 2030 master plan, so I don't want to change too much, but maybe an update, take the, whatever out.
I'm just saying, if you wanna make any changes, and if you wanna recognize all of the things that you've already accomplished, now's the time to do it before it goes to city council.
Right,
and we could get anything new in the strategic plan. Of course, the strategic plan probably adopt, the Keizer master art plan, but
Yeah, the strategic plan, we should have that
Close.
done by December.
Yeah.
I feel very hopeful.
Is that the continuation of what I submitted or?
Yes,
Cool. I'm excited to see how that adapts into the master plan.
not every comment.
Well, I know,
Okay.
I know that, I'm just, the whole goal was to try and strengthen K-Pac's presence in the master city plan, so.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to see what comes of it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, so when we get together next meeting. Let's all have a list of changes for.
so this looks great.
Well, I'm wondering, the utility, yeah, the flyer.
Yeah, the flyer is beautiful. Did you do this?
Yeah.
Nice.
Is this is, what's the call, flyer?
Yes,
Is this on Facebook or anything, or you guys have to approve it?
It's on the website, is it not? This is on the website,
I'm pretty sure I posted it there. I may have been thinking that I was gonna wait to make sure that you all agree with it.
That's what I would have thought.
so this is great. Nowhere in here does it say contest. We were discussing that before the meeting. I had noticed I was on Keizer's Facebook, Keizer's website. And there was a thing for the utility box, they're called the utility wrap contest or something. And so,
You would like that eliminated,
I
and
would
to say
like it.
call to artists?
yes, I
Mhm.
think that,
Is that your motion then?
I think so, yes. Do we need a motion for that? Well, I
Yeah,
would
it's helpful.
propose that,
Works into the minutes.
yeah, so I would propose that.
I would make a motion that,
Yeah, I would propose and make a motion, instead of calling it a contest. Because I think contests have beginnings and ends and call it a call to artists. Yeah. Yeah, that's like that.
Great.
So, discussion. All in favor?
okay, so that's what we're gonna call it from now on.
I didn't know that it was called a contest.
We didn't
because
either.
It
Either,
didn't
I-
feel like a contest. Yeah.
When I got the email, it's kind of the rest of what I read too, this is in the context.
And you thought, did you think, did it sound weird?
It kind of threw me off.
Yeah, yeah,
Cause I know like the holiday card is a contest.
it is an absolute contest, I
But
wanna
this-
talk about that.
Yeah.
I think it's time to change this.
Before we move on, so I know this here, do we have pictures of the utility wraps with this anywhere? Cause it just seems like this is cool, but it doesn't show people what it is. So
That's a good point.
do we have anything that shows what the utility wraps are?
There are three of the boxes on the city's Facebook right now, choice of them.
Okay, so this gets posted with the picture of the utility wraps then?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
or would you like me to add pictures?
Yes.
Boxes on.
Yes, I think so, Claire. I think that's a great point. We know what they are, but I.
Yeah, that was my only comment on this, like, I think this is appealing, I love the way that this
I
is
do
wrote
too,
out,
and
and
that's-
it pulls your eyes to it, but then it's like, well, what's a utility box?
And we don't have to have that big a QR, so there'll be room.
Oh, I just filled face, yeah,
Yeah, so at least throw at least one.
okay, yeah.
So it looks like, I'm sorry, did
I was just gonna say there was a thing in here that said, submission deadline.
Right, that's what I was-
Needed.
Yeah, I was just gonna get
Do
to
you
that.
want that on the flyer?
Do we know what our deadline, do we need a deadline?
Wait, for what?
Well, it says utility, but I guess if it's a contest, we would need a deadline.
We don't need a
But
deadline,
we don't
it's
need a
open
deadline.
ended.
This is till we get them all done,
Yes,
so,
so there's no deadline.
yeah.
Okay.
And then, so next up, Lori, so I have something to say about this subject, the review of the holiday card
Yes.
submission form. So what
Like,
did
I don't know how many years we've had this, 100?
Yeah, and
What's
what's
wrong
is
with
just reviewing it, that's just what I am asked to provide you every year to see if you have any changes. And on the previous motion, I didn't get who seconded, and I'm not sure what vote was taken
Becca,
for. Becca did second, okay, so for the flyer, and then did you all vote? I missed it.
I didn't know, did we need to vote on that?
yeah, you should vote.
Like,
Mhm.
I second it.
Wait, no, I'm so sorry. You made a motion for the call to artists and Becca was, and we did a vote on that?
I think it was missed.
I think so too.
Yes,
So you need to call for the vote on that.
so the vote on this,
So,
No.
all in favor?
You need to call for a vote on changing
I did, and we had a vote,
Well,
from a contest, no, from a
right, we had a vote,
you did?
yeah,
the only thing we didn't.
Oh,
do
sorry, they
was
say
all
they
in favor.
did.
We
Oh,
just
yeah.
Do all in favor.
yeah, I thought we did. Well, I thought we did.
Why don't you do it over?
Okay, let's do it. Okay, done.
If you did it, I missed it, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I'm sure we did it, but, all in favor of removing the holiday card contest and rewarding.
Not holiday card,
Utility.
utility
Excuse
box.
me, the utility wrap, contest. And changing it to a call to artists.
Yes.
So all in favor?
Alright.
Opposed?
Now you have to get this approved as, yes, we want you flyer to go forward.
I was second on that though.
Kim made the motion,
Yes.
Thank you.
she was the mover, and Becca was the second.
And so, so this flyer, you're saying we need to approve this?
Yes.
We need to vote for this?
But I'm gonna change it. So,
So you would make a motion that we use this as the flyer to do the call to artists. You need a second on that,
With
then
the
under
addition
discussion, you'll add the photos.
Okay, so you've already done that, so you're,
You just didn't formalize it.
okay. And
Have you guys read this, and is this what you wanna use? Okay,
now where is this, is this going on the website? I just want to be,
it'll be on Facebook,
it'll be on
it'll be
Facebook.
on the city's website. There could be print copies that we leave at the front desk for people to pick up.
Mhm.
So this will be your flyer for the utility box art. Is this what you wanna use?
So we have a motion.
You need to make,
I need to make a motion.
someone does.
I make a motion that we approve the flyer for the K-PAC utility box trucks.
You need a second.
I will second.
Say all in favor.
Now discussion,
Discussion.
now you add the picture.
We need to add pictures of previously completed utility box trucks to the flyer.
And will the second approve that she says she wants to make that change to it.
I have to go.
Great, you have copies.
So all in favor of adopting this flyer for the K-PAC utility box.
As amended,
As amended and adding the photos of the.
that's the amendment, yes.
So all in favor?
Aye.
I opposed.
Okay,
Um,
here, so can you canva this up,
What do you want it to look like then?
not this? Or Jesus, or do you have time, Cassidy? Do you think, don't you think this is, I mean, we have the same thing for, I don't know how.
Do we?
And it just is kind of like,
Do we also have it in Spanish?
I do not know that.
Or would be nice to have it?
Dawn, do we know?
We don't currently, but I can, to be honest, easily, as long as Claire, or do you, are you using Publisher or what?
Canva.
Oh, yeah, I can do it for Canva, yeah, and when you send it to me, will you send it to me? I can share it so that it's in Canva when I receive it, rather than PDF,
I can try.
okay,
Yeah.
We'll test it out.
okay.
So, this was chosen, I don't know how many years ago. Yeah.
Probably been 9.
Yeah, and so you see, it's just very generic. Here's holly leaves, because we didn't want to do any religious, we just wanted a generic, but holiday theme-ish thing. But gosh, it would be great if someone would take this on and change it.
Is there anything else on here that needs, is everything else good?
Do we have time? Do we have time for Cassie to update this and approve it at the next meeting? And still get it out in October? That's 5 months.
I don't think it needs to be approved, does it?
Well, they won't know what it looks like.
I think we usually put it out like November or something, so. I mean, it's.
So she's got time. She'll do, she's gonna do new art.
Next year.
Yeah,
Yeah, my only thing was we should offer it in Spanish. So.
Especially.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Okay, go do it. You get to design this. So you'll need to send. Okay, cool.
so we don't need a motion, we will do that after we.
After you get it.
Perfect.
That's exciting.
Okay.
Okay, and now here's this. For those of you that didn't hear, we have been. The wetlands mitigation project that's going on between Dearborn and Chamawa. That has a trail that's going to be a 12-foot wide trail that will connect those two roads. So you won't have to walk along Burnett, you can walk along there. And this is historic land in Keizer. So we will be placing a sign there that shows what the history of that land was. And that's what this is. This will be in black and white. We were given a stanchion because the developer accidentally bought two. So we have a $500 stanchion. Our cost for doing this is $125. And they're like this big. Whatever that big is. 30 by 24 by 36 maybe. That's how big they are. I kept it in black and white, and I'll tell you why. Color fades fast. It fades fast and it's in the sun. So I thought, let's just go with black and white. So
I was gonna say, and it's historic.
it is, you know, that's, when we did the cultural center, we kept everything black and white. It's just like a nice aesthetic for a historic place. So you need a motion to approve this, and then you need, and spend the $120, that's what Shane Witham told me, it's $125.
So Lori, can you not make a motion?
No,
No, okay.
I'm providing information.
Liaison.
I am on-
On the board.
I'm a conduit for
It
information.
used to be,
I know, we changed it.
so,
I would move to approve,
yes, does anybody want to make a motion or?
move to approve this design as well as spending $125 for our budget.
So,
I would move to approve the Keizer Land has a history sign. And contribute $125 from our budget towards it.
I'll second that.
so all in favor?
I,
Aye, opposed?
I have a question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So right here on the. In like. That little squiggly line. Is that gonna be part of the sign too, or?
It is because they're not, it's not a definitive date, somewhere around 1875. They didn't keep great records back then, Jesus, but it's determined that by 1875, John Pugh was here as a pioneer. But you know, the migration on the Oregon Trail happened from 1843 to like 1888. So in that timeline, approximately 1875, that's when they said John Pugh showed up. But it's not, you know, we don't know that it was April 12th.
It just kind of like threw me off because I don't know if the reader will also like. Know what you guys are talking about with that line being.
The
Is that-
squiggle line means approximate,
I'll have these honored out.
is there a way to? Just do.
Probably, they could probably squeeze that in there.
Just because it doesn't look even, like it doesn't like really flow.
that's not how I
Yeah, I-
interpreted this.
No idea what it meant.
What'd you think it meant?
No idea. It's
Well,
just
it is
weird.
that,
It's just a.
Oh, interesting.
yeah.
So Dawn, who will be going to Pronto Signs. To print this. They've got to make that work. Excuse me, they've got to make that.
In approximately.
So you know what we can do? We can wordsmith that. We don't have to say take possession of, we can say. We'll figure out a way. And on the bottom. I think you should add. Sorry. Keizer Public Arts Commission, KPAC and the year. I didn't add that on the bottom of this, but I think you should. So if you.
Story polls, if we can fit in there.
Well, the city's logo's on. Yeah, maybe we should city logo.
I'm just wondering what we have.
I think it would be cool. With feedback, I mean, like Keizer parks, like parks and stuff, they get us stamp for their parks, so if that's something that we put in motion.
Okay, Dawn, okay, so if we tweak with this a little bit, that's not gonna mess anything up because they've approved the design. But to make everything fit, I'll have to tweak it a little bit and resend it to you. And then we can take it to, and I don't know what size it is anyway, you'll have to get with Shane and find out, I think it's 24 by 30 or 36. Okay. Did you do the vote?
I don't know that we did the vote because.
Yes.
Question,
Discussion.
so. So all in favor of,
The sign.
This, the sign and the $125
As amended.
as a.
Are we amending it to approximately?
We're amending it to approximately and adding Keizer Public Arts Commission with the city logo.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay.
Okay. I'll get the changes to them.
Sorry, who Commissioner Bonner made the motion, but who seconded, who's up there?
Yes.
Member reporting to council. Any volunteers?
Thank you.
I know.
Very snaky. Very
I
snaky, Tim.
just don't like doing that, but. I.
Oh, you have to pick another date in January too.
Yeah, I see that, I would be okay with January 27th. I cannot do Wednesdays.
You can never do a Wednesday. Okay.
No.
So,
Now Radis closes right at 6 and I've got other, and that's. Can't even guarantee that we close right at 6 because sometimes people hang out and we don't just push off the door,
Right.
you know, so. I could not guarantee that I can make that meeting or make it on time. Sometimes.
so
when it's
Tuesday the
up-
27th, does that work for everybody else? As far as I'm.
I know, 3 months, I think so.
Oh, yeah, I should probably put my phone. It was like a candy one, said that is on 7.
Is it good for you, he says?
That works for me.
Yeah, I can do this 27.
Do we need a motion for that or?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, so you have a job. If you don't like it.
She already got it all